Here's the modulation bus of the Hertz donut. It controls the flow of modulation from the modulation oscillator to several locations. It works kind of like a control center, so getting to know a few of its features will let you unlock its power and make some really great patches. It's made up of the modulation destination section, the manual modulation control, and the control section. Let's dig a little deeper and get inside how it operates. The panel of 4 LEDs show your currently enabled modulation destination. To enable primary frequency as your destination, hold the destination button together with the range button of your primary oscillator. This can be used for applying vibrato to your sounds and through 0 FM. Use the manual modulation control to find the right amount for your patch. Press these 2 buttons again to disable it if you wish. To enable discontinuity modulation, hold the destination button alongside the type button in the waveform discontinuity section. This will enable audio rate timbre modulation for some extremely complex waveforms. Once you have chosen this as your destination, be sure to try the various types of wave shaping to hear the differences. For more extreme effects, try adjusting your wave shaping control to the maximum setting. Press the destination button together with the type button to disable this modulation type. Modulation of tracking can also yield some very interesting results. To enable this mode, hold destination with, you guessed it, the track mode selector. Try the different modes of tracking once this modulation is enabled to get a feel for how the sounds will be produced. To exit tracking modulation, hold the destination and tracking button together. The last type of modulation allows for amplitude modulation of the primary output. This modulates the master amplitude of the primary oscillator. To enable it, hold destination with the modulator frequency range button. The modulation control will act as a volume control for the lower and upper sidebands of this sound. To disable this modulation, press the destination and modulator range buttons together. Now, up until now, we've been looking at each of these destinations as a single modulation type. But what if I told you that you could combine pitch and discontinuity modulation, or tracking and amplitude modulation simultaneously? Well, you can. In fact, you can use any 2, 3, or all 4 modulation types together, so go nuts. In the control section, there is a CV input to allow modulation of the modulation amount for added effects. It accepts voltages in the 0 to 5 volt range, like many of the other inputs on the Hertz donut. It even has an attenuverter, similar to others on the Hertz donut, to control the level of your modulation's modulation. Try saying that 50 times fast. Your attenuverter will control the amount of your modulation, whether positive or negative. As you can see, the modulation bus is a small but very powerful section of the Hertz donut. Now that you have the keys to understanding it, you can unlock all the power that this oscillator has to offer.